on this morning. Come on in, let's have some church. This your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Women. Excuse her, I am looking. I just had to go home real quick and throw on something else to go to the grocery store. I think I'm officially a content creator as of today. I beat my first lawsuit. Bam! You understand me? Do y'all think I be playing? I beat my first lawsuit. Uh-huh. The crazy girl took me to court for some YouTube money, and the judge dismissed it, said no subject matter. I won. I'm officially a content creator. Let me tell y'all something if y'all thinking about doing this city, but yeah, I got my Sugar hat on this morning. I'm Miss Sophia, y'all. Listen, if y'all give somebody anything, not just on YouTube, but just say in life, you give your neighbor $20, $30. You give a dude a couple $100. You buy a dude a car for your income tax. If you do something and you give somebody money, and it's no contract, it's no promise, you just, buying penis or something, you can't sue them. Okay, let me tell you something. If you go in your bank account, if you give somebody your money, you cannot sue them. Stupid. Didn't nobody put no power to your head and make you go give them nothing? So I'm telling you, if you giving somebody on YouTube some YouTube donations, you better call it on Joey. I guess she thought that was going to scare me. And the defamation of character, the judge said it was no merit. No merit. Let me tell you why it ain't no merit. Because if you telling the truth, it's not defamation. And guess what I went in there? I went in there like Martin when he got in the car accident, had the brace on his neck. I went there with my Miss Sophia hat on, looking homeless. Look, I went in there with all this. I'm not playing. I got all my police reports and documentations. I was like, just a minute, sir. Hold on, Jesus. Hold on. Wait a minute, sir. I'm an elder. I'm 56. Yeah. The subject, the young lady who was messing with me, Your Honor, I have all these charges coming up against her, sir. Wait a minute. I should have brought my brother. Hold on. Here go the police report, sir. I got all the stuff. Yes, an officer, Whitney. Whitney is a federal agent. She's working on my case. Do you need her phone number? The judge said, no, ma'am. There's no merit in this case. No jurisdiction of this matter. No subject matter. It's the charges, the shit she trying to sue for is stupid. That's what the judge wanted to say. He said, wait a minute. So she donated you YouTube money on these dates. Yes, sir. He said, so were you around her when she gave you the money? I said, no, I was in Michigan, sir. She was in Atlanta. He said, so did you promise her anything? No, sir. All I promised her is to get on YouTube and act a damn fool. That's all I promised. And I did it. Did she enjoy your content? Yes, sir. Yes, she did. Because she always snooping on here being somebody else. She be incognito. She shows up at different people all the time. So she still watch me, sir. And just Friday, did y'all see my post I put up? The text message this girl just sent me. Saying she want to send me some more money. I showed that to the judge. He said, wait a minute. She started this lawsuit and just text you. She want to send you some more money. Yeah. She said, I got it if you need something. I said, I'm going to say it for you, Yana. She had the silver helmet on her head when she was little. I know you want to say that. Here go her name. Here go her name. And they got her real names. It's not Kanique. It's Khaleesi. That is right there. Do y'all see it? She lost. She lost. Look. No subject. Do y'all see what the judge said? Yeah. Don't play with me. Don't play with me today. She gets nothing. And it's just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Oh, next I'm going to be on here saying, guess who got arrested? Oh, and then guess what else the judge told me, y'all? Guess what else the judge? He said, you can go up against her and sue her. Because I let the judge hear the voice messages. Did I let y'all hear? She called me a pedophile. And what else did she call me? She called me a pedophile. And she called me something else that wasn't true. A rapist or something she called. But it wasn't true. See, now I have a case, young lady. The stuff I said about you is all in here, all on text messages, all on phone calls. I have the proof. You don't, because I ain't no damn pedophile. And you said it on the voice message. So now I can sue your ass. I hope you got some money. I hope you get your income tax. I told you that $7,000 that you lied about, said you gave me on YouTube, because you didn't give me $7,000. I want it now. I want that $7,000. Since you gave it to me, go and pack it up so I can get it. But don't give it to me on YouTube. I don't want it on YouTube. I don't want it on Cash App. I don't want it on Zelle. That's why I blocked your ass. I want it in court. I want a judge to give it to me. Yeah. But I just want to let y'all know that I'm officially a content creator. I feel like Tasha K. I came out the courtroom like I should ever had worked. It was going to work anyway. She ain't had no merit. Nothing. And for the ones that missed it, hold on. Oh, and I had to go redo my PPO, my personal protection order, because her nickname was on there. I had to go put her legal name in it, and they went in the system and they found her criminal record. You know, she did 7 years in prison. They found her criminal record and her alias and all that, so they know who she is. If she even gets stopped for a parking ticket, she better do the speed. She better have insurance. She's in trouble. She's in trouble. It's in the system, United States system, that she got a PPO. And they contacted the detectives down there for that voicemail I had and the messages I just got. Y'all better stop playing with the people. That's all I'm telling y'all. Stop playing with them white folks. Shit. And if somebody bothering you, like Diddy, go downtown. See, this what Diddy victims was supposed to do what I'm doing. They wasn't supposed to sit there and get baby oil rubbed on their nipples. They was supposed to call the po-pos. Shit. And then you sue. Thank you so much, Miss Marjorie. Miss Marjorie, I'm not playing with this heifer. This heifer? Hell no. And I'm still waiting on phone calls, Miss Marjorie. Tell you all the other stuff I got going on. I'm still waiting on some other stuff. I'm not playing with her. Look. For the people that missed it, this is hers that she tried to take me to court. See? And these are all the dates right here where she said she gave me money. And then this is her little raggedy handwriting. She had the nerve to write the dates down. Look at this. It looked like my grandbaby. It looked like Sonny wrote this. Look, these the dates she said she gave me money. Don't look like Sonny wrote this, a 1-year-old. She submitted this to the courts that she gave me money on these damn dates. And she said this added up to $7,000, Miss Marjorie. I said this fool done lost her whole entire mind. So the judge looking at it, he was like, so if you took her money in May, listen, he was confused. If you took her money in May, she gave you 2 more donations in June. So you took her money in May and June, then she gave you another donation in July. You took her donation in July, then she gave you 1, 2, 3, 4 in September. You took her donation in September, and she gave you another one in October. So, is she slow? If somebody taking your money, why you still giving them money? And then he read the text message Friday saying, I got some more money for you. Is she slow? This is why I said, y'all better stop smoking that shit. You better stop smoking that shit when you're pregnant. You better go find Jesus. You see her handwriting? Talking about she sell cars. Shit. Like Sonny wrote that shit. Ain't nobody playing. I am done playing, for real. I am done playing with people. This year is the year that I get me a Karen. I'm getting me a Karen. Y'all, I got plans. I'm on my vision board. I'm still going to do the vision board with y'all. And I'm going to have a white lady on my vision board. I don't know what y'all going to do. I'm finna get me a Karen. I'm going to get me a Karen. I'm going to act like Karen. You know, I'll probably give me a Chuck E. Cheese hat. Say, I'm a snitch, you better leave me alone. I'm not playing. I'm gonna get me, it ain't no Make America Great Again. Nina finna tell on your ass again shirt. I'm telling you. I go downtown like Martin with a brace up. Yeah, are they messing with me again? Yes, the people on YouTube, they keep messing with me. I'm not playing with y'all. What did your mama tell you years ago? If you can't beat them, join them. I'm going to have me a Karen in the back seat at all times. I don't need no pow-pow. I don't need no knife. I just need a Karen in the back seat. Soon as somebody mess with me, I'll be like this. Get them, Karen. Get them. Cuss the Karen cuss the police out and everything. They don't. What the fuck you mean? You messing with my friend? You freaking asshole. Did you get beat up in school? You better leave my fucking friend alone before I call my dad. I'll call your daddy. Call him. Shit. Call daddy. Shit. I'm finna pull my card out. Listen. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm gonna be pulling my card out on the police. Let me tell y'all what card y'all got y'all ain't pulling out. I'm a slave, I'm a slave granddaughter. Your ass get in trouble by grandpa because you my cousin. You my cousin. I'm going to pull out I'm your cousin card. Do you know your granddaddy is my granddaddy? Do you think my last name Mayberry for nothing? Your granddaddy's my I'm calling grandpa on your ass. They going to think I'm crazy when police start. I'm like, excuse me, cousin. What did you say? Do I got to call granddaddy? He go, I'm your cousin card, fool. How you my cousin? My granddaddy is your granddaddy. Shit. Go Google Mayberry and see how many white people pop up. I'm tired of y'all with this shit. I ain't playing. Y'all don't even know y'all power. Y'all don't even know y'all damn power. Well, I'm finna go get me some fruit and stuff because this year I'm not eating all that mess. And I gotta tell y'all the truth. I was out with my kids yesterday. We went to Craig's Cruises with the kids. And we paid for the buffet. And I ate like a runaway slave. I cannot eat probably for the rest of this week. David said, Mama, what are you doing? I said, David, I ain't ate in 2 days. He saying that's the point. I got to make up. I can't eat, man. I got to eat fruit, vegetables. I need detox. I need a colonic. I need that red bag hanging in my mama's bathroom. I need all kind of shit to clean out my system right now. For real. I feel horrible. Why y'all think I'm running around with this? Just in case I go to the public bathroom. But this your girl, Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I feel good. You know that I should not. For real. It feel good when somebody do something to you and you come back like, bow. Don't play with me. Do not. I am good in court. The only reason I lost that case with my daughter, because I'd never been on trial. Now I look back at it, I said, dang, I should have just kept fighting. I gave up. I shouldn't have gave up. I would have won. Everybody told me, Nina, you would have won that case. And I just gave up because I'm like, oh, hell no. I don't want no felony. And they scare. That's how they scare people in the system, y'all. Most people y'all know with charges that's in jail, that don't mean they're guilty. They got too scared to fight. You know what I'm saying? They was too scared to fight. They scared the hell out of you. And that's what they did to me. They had me thinking, I'm finna go to the Bing. I'm like, oh, hell no, I want to go home. I take whatever y'all gonna do. Let me go. I should have kept fighting. I paid all that money for an attorney and then gave up. I was a damn fool. If somebody give you money, well, let me rephrase that. If you give somebody money, if you give somebody some sex, if you give somebody a car, if you give them this Suge Avery hat, whatever you give them, and it's no contract, you don't have no recording that's saying that this is a agreement, you can't sue them. Okay. Why y'all think people get engaged and the man go back and say, I want my ring back, and the Gianna be saying, no, you, what? What? Sometimes they do get the ring back, though, because some of these women be playing folks. And some judge, depends on what judge you get. Let me take that back, because I didn't see the judge make people get rings back. Because you was cheating and you want to keep his ring? Oh, hell no, get that man his ring back. You can't do that. You can't. You forfeit the ring. You can't play people and keep their shit. Okay. But if somebody go in their bank account and they send you some YouTube money, or they say, I just want to bless you today, you better count that on joy. That's an L. Don't give away nothing you can't afford to lose. Don't lend out nothing you can't afford to lose. I didn't ask this girl for her money. Half the time I didn't know she was sending me money. Some of y'all done sent me money. I haven't said thank you yet because I don't be seeing it right away. That's what I'm saying. You don't know. She texted Miss Marjorie right now, Miss Marjorie said. Now she trying to mess with Miss Marjorie every day, y'all, because her ass, no, I am not playing. I'm trying to hide my damn nappy hair. I got to do something in my head, y'all. But I had to make sure, before I did anything spectacular this year, I said, let me get all this stuff out the way. What else I got to do this year? Oh, Mr. Willie next. Oh, no. He next. He next on the roster. I want my shit. I'm tired of people. Ain't y'all tired of people taking stuff from y'all? For real. You know the time I done lost dealing with no good ass people. Men, friends. You know how many times I had to move and divorce? Don't y'all get tired of people taking stuff from you? Good afternoon. Who is that I'm talking to? Miss Ruby. Hey, aren't y'all tired of that? That's why I said this year I'm coming for everything that the world said I couldn't have. I'm coming for it all. I want it all. And some. I done worked all my life since I was 13. I've been working since I was 13, y'all. I am motherless. I'm fatherless. I got one sibling short. I lost a sibling. I've been homeless 2 or 3 times. Never been hungry. I've been divorced. I done dealt with some stupid dudes. I done had some no good friends. I had people lie on me, talk about me, dog me. I've been through it all. No, not at 56. I can't do that no more. I just can't do it no more. I just can't. That's why people say, you 56 and lonely. I said, do you know how much time I done gave folks? Do y'all know how much time I done gave folks? It's time for me to give some time to myself. And black men act like that's a crime. I can't believe y'all old ass. Look at Vivica Fox want to be single. What's wrong with being by yourself? I came in this damn world by myself and I'm going to leave by myself. I don't need no friend. Shit. What a friend we have in Jesus. That's all I need. That is all I need. What she say, Miss Marjorie? Miss Margie said I started at 7, following my mom to help her clean houses. Miss Margie been cleaning since she was 7. My daddy started working when he was like in the 6th grade, and he helped his mama help raise his sisters and brothers. I'm 63 and I wish I was single. You did you say I wish I was single? I'm 31. And I feel that right now. That's how I feel. I just got out of a 15-year domestic. Miss Mary said she's got a 15-year domestic situation. So glad she made it. For real, do y'all know how many people die every day from domestic violence? Do y'all know how many people die every day? Pop your collar, Miss Mary. Thank God you got out of it. And he better not die soon. Could go spit on his grave and just put your cigarette out on his grave. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. What did it say? I have not read. Oh, Miss Margie said she ain't read the text message yet. Who is this? What did that say? I'm on my job. Moderating. Oh, you on your job. Okay. Domestic violence is all walks of life. You know, domestic violence can be your sibling. Anything you people don't realize domestic mean inside of a dwelling, like your house. Folks don't. Everybody think domestic mean that's your man or your woman. No, it could be you can fight your brother and sister right now, and if you hurt one of them, that's a domestic violence charge, because it's inside of a dwelling. So I know a little bit about it. So don't be over there beating up your brothers and sisters. Your ass will catch a domestic violence case. I'm telling you what I know now. Hey, Lisa Davis. That's all I wanted to tell y'all. I went on here yesterday because I was busy with my kids, my grandkids. I had my oldest granddaughter, Shatia's daughter, and I had David's daughter and Dave. It was just us four, and we hung out all day. And I got some. I think I'm gonna post some of their videos. David was retarded. David be like a big kid at them places. I was recording his butt. He crazy. And then he don't even try to let the kids win. He be like, I'm not letting them win. I said, David, let them win. No. David is funny. But sometimes you just got to get out and enjoy your kids. I've been working in the health field since I was 18 years old. I'm now 45. That's good. Is that shabby? That's good. Both my daughters in medical. And my oldest daughter, on her dad's side, her sister is a doctor at the hospital. She runs shit. Y'all, she runs shit. I met her when she was 5 years old. Now she's Dr. Lovelady. Y'all, she the shit. Smart as hell. But both my daughters, they in medical. And I think Tia is going to get her RN or something. I don't know. I commend you all for doing that kind of field, because it's two right now that I experience. It's two fields I cannot do: accounting and medical. Y'all the shit. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I took an accounting class and almost lost my mind. I said, you mean I got to go all the way back and find the number? If you miss one number in accounting, you got to go all the way back and find. I said, oh, this ain't for me. This stuff will have you crazy. And then in medical, when I saw them terms, I was in my medical class. I am not lying, y'all. One day, they gave me that big dictionary, talk about all these terms, and I was like, what? I can't speak English as it is. I can't say them damn words. And then when my father had to have surgery, and my mother told me go in and change he had this pad on his stomach. She said, go upstairs while make his plate and go up there and see his gauze and stuff need to be changed. Man, I went up there and my dad was laying there watching TV. I said, Mama told me to check your gauze. He said, you ain't gonna want to check this. I put that off. I almost passed out. I said, I ain't doing it. I will hire somebody before I do that. Y'all the shit in medical, for real. All the nasty stuff you see. I can't change nobody. Diaper. Sonny is 1.5, right? He ain't potty trained yet. I don't know what his mama doing. But I had to keep Sonny like 2 weeks ago, if y'all remember. When you start smelling like an old ass man, I ain't changing your pamper no more. I was like, Scotty, you can't come back until you potty train. So you dropping loads like you 35. No. He eat grown people food. No. You better potty train this boy. She's like, Mama, you ain't gonna watch him. No. I'm on my way to get him right now, take them to the store. And as soon as he potty, here you go. I didn't have my days of changing draws. But thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for the prayer. I love my team, man. I love my unbreakable folks, my unbreakable men, my unbreakable women. I love you all. I love my nieces, my nephews, my aunties, my mamas, because y'all be praying for me, and them prayers is coming. I can feel them. I can feel them. Now watch my next testimony. I'm going to have my new keys to my new place. Then I'm going to have some new keys to my new car. Because I know them prayers and I'm receiving them. They coming. I'm telling y'all. I know that somebody know Jesus that's praying for me on this internet. Like my mama. My mama went to school with Jesus. My mama's so old, when they said let there be light, she didn't want to cut the switch on. She went to school with Jesus. So I know some of y'all went to school with Jesus. I got people from all the way 18 up to probably 85 over here. So I just keep praying, and don't be discouraged. Do not fall into the nonsense, y'all. Do not allow somebody to victimize you. Know your rights. If you got to get ChatGPT, Google, know your rights, because they don't tell you. When that girl filed them papers, they didn't tell her about Michigan jurisdiction. They didn't tell her. They let her spend $75 on a process server to come find me, to serve me some papers that wasn't even legit in the 61st District Court. So she wasted $75 for her to process me. Then she paid to do the lawsuit. And the whole time, 61st District Court don't take them kind of lawsuits. Did they tell her? No. And I asked the process server, why they didn't tell her? Well, I asked the court's officer. She said, because you supposed to know yourself. That ain't our business. You can file lawsuits on a dog all weekend. They don't give a damn. They just want your money. I can go down there on Snoopy right now and say I want to sue Snoopy. They be like, okay, you got to be in court on 4th of July. Okay, you and Snoopy. They don't care. And then when you get in front of the judge, you know what you're going to say? I'm throwing this out because Snoopy is not a human. Well, why you didn't tell me that? You should know that shit. This is exactly what I'm talking about, the law. They feel like you should know it. That's why when you get stopped by the police, if you don't know your rights, your ass just going to get taken advantage of. Prime example, I'm going to let y'all go. One time I was riding down the street, right? I had my daughter in the front. I had Gino in the back, my oldest daughter. The police pulled us over because he said I didn't cut on my blinker. Now, we in a rich neighborhood at this time. We was actually getting the car out the shop. Police swamped on me. I ain't nervous. I got license, insurance. I'm good. So, officer come over here, officer come over there, and one at Gino window. I cracked my window. I have my papers. He said, how do you know what I wanted to pull you over for? I said, it don't matter. Here go my papers. I said, don't I have to have license to drive and insurance? Here you go. Registration. There you go. He said, well, who are the other people in your car? I said, y'all gonna think I'm lying. I said, mind your business, please, sir. He said, what? I said, it's not your right to ask me who's in my car. I'm the driver. If I have all my paperwork, you have no right to ask me who my passengers are. I'm responsible for them. So I can't ask them to. So the other guy told Tia to let her window down. He said, what is your name? I said, don't say nothing. She pleaded the fifth. She has the right to remain silent. He said, what do you mean? She don't have to answer you. She's not the driver. So they asked Gino. I said, didn't I tell you? I said, I guess y'all want a lawsuit. You still recording? I said, I need you to call your chief down here. Y'all sergeant. I need y'all sergeant down here. Because now you're breaking the law. So they went back and they talked. They had us there for like 30 minutes. The sergeant came out. He asked me why I didn't want to tell my passenger's name. I said, because that's my right. He gave my paperwork back and he said, have a good day, Miss Mayberry. You too. Your passengers don't have to say nothing. Now, the other day, My daughter in the car with her friends. She in the back seat, my baby girl. Her friend uncle driving. Her friend in the front, another friend in the back. Pull them over at McDonald's. They did the same thing. They all gave the name. And one of them went to jail for a warrant. They were in the back seat. I said, well, did the driver have license? She said, yes. I said, so what happened? She said, that's her texting me now. She said, they asked us our name. I said, y'all gave it to her. She said, yeah, and I told them, do y'all know who my mama is? My mama is Unbreakable Strong Woman on YouTube, and she know the law. I'm finna call her right now. I said, you should have called me before you gave her your name. I said, they didn't break the law if you gave them the name. You can't do nothing. You volunteered your information. That ain't against the law. She thought that she could sue them because one of them got arrested. No, you gave them your name. So just say no. Now, if they arrest you after you say no, now you got a lawsuit. And if you're going to file YouTube money and don't know the law and pay $75 to get somebody served on something that's not even their jurisdiction, that's your ass. You just lose your money. I'm sorry, y'all. It just never seems to amaze me how slow folks are, and they claim they so damn smart, Miss Marjorie. Miss Marjorie said her daughter a nurse too. But they think they so smart, Miss Marjorie. Dumb as a bag of rocks. Learn how to read. What do they say about black folks? And I hate to say this. If you want to keep something from a black person, what they tell you to do? If you want to keep something from a black person, what they tell y'all to do? Y'all remember? I want to see who can answer me. If you want to keep something from a black person, what do they tell us to do? Put it in a book. Ain't that sad? That say a lot about us. But you know what that means? Black people don't read. Not even in church. Have y'all noticed? Have you ever went to church and they say you to stand up and look in the Bible before the pastor start preaching, right? And you're supposed to have a notebook with you next to your Bible. You know why you're supposed to have a notebook with your Bible? Because you need to follow along and take notes just to check him. Y'all don't understand. A pastor supposed to get fact checked. Fact. They put it on the facts. And if they say something wavering from that word, you have the right as a member to stop him in the middle of his sermon. My auntie used to do this. And when she died, the pastor said, one thing I got to say about Mother Pauline, she used to check me in the middle of my sermon. He said, I used to get so mad, but I knew she had the right to do that. And all the members would be like, gosh, she need to be ashamed of herself. But she knew, I'm a Christian woman. I know the word. Excuse me, pastor, excuse me. Yes, Miss Pauline. That's not what the word said. The word actually in verse such and such, she used to check him. And he'd go back. You right, Mother Pauline, I'm sorry. I said, but see, y'all don't listen to that. Y'all follow the pastor. And this is all y'all say to people outside in the world. My pastor said, pastor said, pastor said. What did Jesus say? I don't care what your pastor said. Pastor Jamal Bryant said it was okay for his wife to put on that dress too, didn't he? Didn't he? He bought the damn dress, he said. But what did Jesus say about a modest woman? Can nobody answer that? She wasn't that wrong with that dress. He bought her a dress with the illusion of being naked. She getting on my nerves now. Can y'all hear me? I gotta go. I gotta take my baby to the grocery store. But I just want y'all to know that. Read. Google. AI. Know your rights. Know your rights. Yeah, it was very inappropriate for that. She wasn't at the Grammy Awards, and if she was, she's still a first lady. You don't wear shit like that. You're not Donna Ross. You're a first lady of a church. You expect Donna Ross to have it on. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful dress, yes. And people talking about everybody hate. No, we didn't say the dress wasn't beautiful. We didn't say she wasn't beautiful. We didn't say none of that. We said she's a first lady. She represent her husband as a man of God. And she supposed to be dressed accordingly as a mother of the church, a first lady of the church. I mean, she supposed to represent Jesus. That don't represent him. She's supposed to be teaching the young girls how to move, how to act, how to be poised. She all out of order. Yes, she got the body. You know she got a BBL. I don't know. No first lady got a BBL besides her. She would have got a BBL. She all on Instagram. You know, when Megan Good was doing that with her husband, they kicked her out the church pretty much. Megan had to make a decision. Do I want to stay married? Her husband, let me tell you about Megan Good husband. Megan Good husband, y'all, here in my eye, left her. He divorced her because he said she was too much still into the world. Megan Good, she said on her interview, she said, no, he left me. Because she didn't want to give up the worldly things, the dressing, the being on movies. He's like, you a first lady. You can't do that. But here we go. Got Jamal Bryant. Went down there and bought his wife that dress. And did y'all know what else? The dress had the illusion of being naked, right? Like skin tone. It wasn't her skin, but it had the illusion. And it had this little thing right in front of her vajayjay. And all eyes go right to that. Because you see that black thing right in front of her vajayjay. So everybody looking right at her private. So that let me know she's an attention seeker. If y'all don't want to believe that or not in y'all church, shame on you. Because if that was your girlfriend, you would say the same thing. But since she the first lady, y'all want to defend her. And that ain't right. And you going to hell with her. And I tell y'all, some people don't love you because they don't tell you the truth. It ain't that you don't love her. It ain't that you don't respect her. It ain't that she ain't smart. She ain't beautiful. She all that. She the shit. She know that word and she got the PhD to follow it. But as a friend, as a member of that church, I should have said, First Lady, no, you can't do that. No, First Lady. I don't care if Pastor bought you that or not. You need to go slap the shit out of him because he shouldn't have put that. He should not did that. But Jamal Bryant cheated on his first wife. Was they married? Jamal Bryant got babies all out of wedlock. So what do we expect from him? Jamal Bryant left his church to go over there and take over that church for more money. What else y'all expect from him? I'm not shocked. Jamal Bryant got a podcast. He's sitting there with Ray J. When we got all these sinners running around Atlanta, you could be laying hands on. You sitting there talking to a superstar. You ain't got nothing else to do, Pastor, today. So what else we expect from Jamal Bryant? I'm not shocked when he said he bought it. I said, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. He like women. He like to be flamboyant. He know the word too. Uh-huh. I ain't say he wasn't no good pastor. I said he a little touch-toe, a little tink-tink. I say he lives in the flesh too much. That's what I say. You know he Pastor Geno Jenkins, is that his name? Jennings, Pastor Jennings' cousin. He talks about him bad. And I never hear Jamal Bryant come back at him. Because Pastor goes straight to the word. Somebody told me Pastor Jennings don't believe in Jesus Christ died for your sins. Did somebody tell me that? They don't believe in Jesus. I don't know. You know what? When it comes to these churches, nothing seems to surprise me. I went to a church, y'all Google it when y'all get off here. Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church, Grand Rapids, Michigan, 510 Franklin. Google the history. The feds came in and locked the door. I'm glad my parents was already gone because they was at that church almost 50 years. This would have killed my mama. They came and locked the doors because the pastor was spending money on strippers, allegedly. They were stealing money out the church. The treasurer was stealing money with the pastor. People was willy-nilly sleeping with. They locked the door. They was fighting, knuck if you buck in the church. The church I grew up in. And I haven't been to that church since. I'm like, are y'all kidding me? We hit the news, y'all. Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church, 510 Franklin, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Google, we hit the news. When I saw that, I said, oh, no. You think you in a good church? These people be doing the most. Allegedly, pastor had a $50,000 debt to Victoria's Secret. And his wife looked over at him and said, I'm too big to wear Victoria's Secret, so who you spent $50,000 on? pastor. And I love this pastor. To this day, I still love him. But these men are in the flesh. They are in the flesh. I'm telling you, stop putting all your eggs in that basket. My pastor, and your pastor telling you, if you give $1,000, your husband is coming. Your husband, girl, bye. You got a better chance taking your $1,000 and going to the strip club and get you a husband. The Lord said, a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. You can't find no husband, girl. Save your money. Take that $1,000 and give it to me. Call me on my one-on-one. That's a lot of calls. And fix your mind. If you fix your mind, you fix your appearance, you fix your attitude, you start eating better, you start feeling better, you start becoming who you want to be with. You got to become who you want to be with. You want a good person, you got to be that good person. You want a man with money, you got to be getting some money. I ain't say you got to be rich, but you got to be getting some money. You want a man with a nice house, you better have somewhere nice you live in already. That's the power of the universe. You can't expect something that you ain't got or you're not striving to get. It don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Become who you want to be with. I'm faithful. I'm a God-fearing person. I love people. You're going to attract that kind of person into your life. But if you manipulating people, you stealing stuff, you gambling, you're cheating, you go get a cheater. And let me say this real quick because my daughter going to go off on me because I'm running late. The subconscious mind run your life. I told y'all that. You know what your subconscious mind is, right? Your subconscious mean it's like a computer system. I talked about this a few weeks ago. Your subconscious is a computer system. You got a database in your memory, your brain. So this is why y'all do stuff, we do stuff, and we repeat something like, why I keep meeting the same kind of dude? Your subconscious mind telling you that's what you deserve, that's what you used to. So you keep attracting them same kind of people. So you got to always reprogram that subconscious. If just like with these podcasts, we saying black men ain't shit. Black men ain't shit. Black men ain't shit. Your subconscious mind go remember that, and that's all you going to get is no shit black men. That's why I don't like them kind of channels. And people get mad at me. She telling the truth. No, she's setting you up for failure because now that's in your subconscious mind. And guess what? You right. You going to meet a whole lot of no shit black men. You go meet them. For real. Have you ever been running late for work and you said, dang, I'm tired of this. Every time I turn around, bad stuff happened to me. And all day long, bad stuff happened to you. You every light, your boss acting a fool, you get rolled up, all kinds of, you come home, you holler at the kids. I'm tired of bad stuff happening. More bad stuff keep happening. But try this. Say you running late for work. Oh my God, I'm running late for work. Let me call my boss tomorrow, I'm running late. And then you say, I'm not running late. I'm a little behind, but guess what? I'm coming. Today is the day the Lord has made. Oh, you a liar, Satan. Laugh. Cut on some praise music and be like, you know what? Not today, Satan. Not today. I promise you your day start turning around. I promise you. Sir, I'm going to bring you some coffee and donuts. You know I love you, don't you? Kiss a little bit, but a little butt sometime. And then give him some coffee and donuts. He going to be giving you great assignments and bragging on you. And you know I love Nina. She be late sometime, girl. When she late, she coming with some donuts. I'm for real. You got to turn your situation around. Why y'all think I'm so happy and I'm going through some of the worst times of my life? Why y'all think I'm so happy and I'm so hyper? I ain't on no shit. I might be on this. Starbucks. That's all I'm on. I'm on some Starbucks. But I'm determined to be happy. It's a choice. Being happy is a choice. Being miserable is a choice. Being with no good people, that's a choice. Everything that happens in your life is from a decision you made. How can you make bad decisions and be mad at Donald Trump? Donald Trump didn't tell me to go pay Mr. Willie $1,800 a month. I did that. But Mr. Willie is accountable for renting me that damn rat-infested ass house. You know what I'm saying? He got to pay for that. But I can't call Uncle D at the White House and say, you know what, rent $1,800 and he took my money. What house did he say that you made, Nina? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You know what he gonna say. That's beautiful. Said, he don't give a damn about me paying $1,800 a month. Even though I wrote the White House, y'all. Y'all think I'm playing. I wrote the White House about Mr. Willie. Y'all think I'm playing. Do y'all know how many emails people got today? You know they just came back from holiday, right? Do you know how many emails people got from me today? Their emails probably binging off the chain, because I wrote an email every day through the whole holiday. Bing, bing, bing. They were like, who is this Miss Mayberry girl? She's in distress. We got to do something. Oh, it's something else I did, y'all, because I told y'all, I got to hurry up. My daughter is going to have a fit. Something else I did, y'all. Y'all think I'll be playing? I went to the courts, right? Because I'm fixing my credit. I told y'all about the judgment, right? Y'all think I'll be playing. I went to my apartment complex and I went to the courts. And they sold the debt for $9,500. The courts got me owing $7,200. So the judge told me, when I write pro-collect, who bought the debt, and they're not, you know, when somebody buy your debt, they also got to go to the courts and register that they own that debt. And do not call the person who bought your debt and make arrangements. Because let me tell you something you don't know. They don't tell you. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to school y'all here, and I'm learning as I go along. If you call and make arrangements with the debtor that you owe money to, say you pay them. The court still got the judgment. Once they sell that debt and the courts don't know who they are, you just lost your money. Because the courts don't know who they are. They don't have Pro-Collect in the courts. They have Hidden Lake Apartments. Hidden Lake sold my debt to Pro-Collect. So if I pay Pro-Collect and I go to the courts and say, Your Honor, I paid it, the judge gonna say, we don't know them people. You better go get your money back. Because we can't cancel your debt because that ain't showing who you owe. You owe Hidden Lakes. And then they gonna contact Hidden Lakes, and Hidden Lakes gonna be like, we ain't got nothing to do with it. We sold the debt. Your money gone. Do you understand me? Thank God I know how to read and Google. And when I asked the courts, they said, you absolutely right. She said, do you know how many people lose their money paying these debt collectors? They lose their money. They got to wait 7 years to get shit off their credit because they paid the debt collector instead of paying the damn judgment at the court. Now, guess what's going to happen? Pro-Collect is not registered. Hidden Lake sold the debt. I owe Hidden Lakes. I don't owe Pro-Collect, right? So now I got to write my dispute letters to Pro-Collect and say, prove to me that you legally own that debt. I want this ledger. They got to give me this ledger that they gave to that the courts gave to me. That means when you sold my debt, when Hidden Lake sold my debt, they were supposed to sell my ledger. That's illegal. They don't have my ledger. So right there, the shit got to come off my credit. Now, wait a minute. One more thing. One more nugget. When it come off my credit, which it should be off my credit in about 30 days, y'all. I'm going to have another testimony. I'm on fire this year. When it come off my credit, I get to go back to the Kentwood Courthouse. And I get to pull my credit report. It is not going to show Hidden Lakes or Pro-Collect. So I'm going to say, Your Honor, this is what I did to get this removed because Hidden Lake sold my debt, like I told you. Pro-Collect don't have no legal jurisdiction or whatever you want to call it over my debt. So who do I owe, Your Honor? Did y'all catch that? So the judge gonna look at it. So you paid it off. You got it off your credit. Hidden Lakes sold the debt. We have that you owe Hidden Lakes. And if they sold the debt, that means they got insurance money on your debt. So they got their money. They can't double dip. And we don't know Pro-Collect. So you don't owe them. So I owe nobody. Who said that? Ms. Martin? I owe nobody. So guess what the judge gonna do? Throw it out. Y'all better learn y'all shit. Why y'all think white people got so much? Why y'all think white people got so much? They ain't got so much because they just got money. They know the system. about to give y'all nuggets all year. Y'all better get a notepad. Because I'm telling y'all, they call me a professional tenant. Mr. Willie didn't know that when it come to renting. How many of y'all knew what constructive eviction was? I had never heard of that until I Googled it and looked it up. Guess what? When I was talking to the people downtown about Mr. Willie, they didn't tell me about constructive eviction. We was talking, and she said, so you left? I said, yeah, I left in October after I paid him the rent, and I've been gone since November, December. He won't back rent. She said, well, you have to see the judge, and she going through her spells. I said, well, you know I'm about to get him with construction eviction. Her eyes got big. Karen's eyes lit up like, that's impressive. You know about construction? Yeah. She said, oh, yeah, you got him right there. But she wasn't going to tell me. They don't tell you. This is the secrets of the white folks. White people got secrets. That's why I'm getting me a Karen, y'all. I want to be the only Negro at the table. Well, what you say, boss? Do you mean to tell me? I want to know. Man, it's ways to get. Did y'all know it's ways to even get your child support paid when your baby daddy a deadbeat? I learned this from a Mexican lady. They got grants and money in your capital for deadbeat fathers. Y'all ain't ready. This your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I gotta go take my daughter grocery shop, and I need to start finding out how I can get some free groceries. I'm finna find out everything. I want to know everything Peter and Karen know. Every single thing. Why you think they can file bankrupt and go back and get a house, get boats and shit? They know the secrets. Why do you think Donald Trump's so rich? He ain't rich because his daddy just left him money. He know the system, and I want to know it too. Peace. Talk to y'all in a minute. I gotta go to the grocery store. Love you all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.